Okay, let's multiply 4x plus 2 times x squared plus 2x minus 3. Okay, this 4x has to be distributed to all three terms here. And then we're going to do the same with the 2, multiply it times all three terms. That's going to give us a total of 6 terms that we're going to have to deal with. Okay, so let's get started. 4x times x squared is going to be 4x to the third power, right? We have an x right here, just 1. Combined with those 2 there, we got 3 altogether in that little multiplication. 4x times 2x is going to be 8x to the second power, right? Have an x there, have an x there. Combined, there are 2 x's being multiplied. 4x times negative 3 is going to be negative 12x, just a single x there, right? That got carried over from here. Okay, so that takes care of the 4x. Now let's deal with 2. 2 times x squared is going to be 2x squared. I put a plus because it's positive. Okay, 2 times 2x is 4x. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. Okay, so now we're going to look for like terms. Starting here, I'm looking for any other terms that have an x to the third power. It's the only one, so I'm going to bring it down. 8x squared, there's also 2x squared, right? So there's 2x squareds. 8x squared plus 2x squared is going to be 10x squared. Notice I'm not combining their exponents, by the way. I want to point that out. You only add to the exponents when you're multiplying. When you're adding or subtracting like terms, the numbers in the front, the coefficients, are what change. The exponents do not change. Negative 12x plus 4x, those are both x to the first power, so they're like terms. Negative 12 plus 4 is negative 8. So we have negative 8x. And then finally, we look at negative 6. It's the only constant up there, the only term without a variable. So 4x to the third power plus 10x squared minus 8x minus 6. Okay, so that's the expression multiplied out. Let's find the value of that expression if x is negative 1. Okay, so again, we had 4x to the third power plus 10x squared minus 8x minus 6. If I go through and substitute in negative 1 for x throughout this entire expression, let's see what we get. Negative 1, negative 1, negative 1. Okay, negative 1 to the third power. Remember what that means. Negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1. Well, negative times negative is positive, so that's a positive 1 times negative 1. So that answer is going to be a negative 1. Okay, but what about negative 1 squared? Negative 1 times negative 1, 2 negatives make a positive. It's a positive 1. Okay, so I say all that so that way we are set up. Negative 1 to the third power is negative 1. Negative 1 squared is positive 1. Negative 8 times negative 1 is a positive 8. Bring down the minus 6. I need to simplify these two terms. 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. 10 times 1 is 10. Plus 8 minus 6. Now it's just a matter of negative 4 plus 10, which is 6, plus 8, which is 14, minus 6 is going to be back to 8. Okay, so 4x cubed plus 10x squared minus 8x minus 6 equals 8 when x is negative 1.